Hey guys, so here we are back at actually at a new house. We moved last week there, so just kind of in the midst of sort of getting some stuff set up here. We've got the basement basically to finish here. You can see there's the bathroom. It needs some walls and a tub and a couple things. Partly to get things set up here, so I've got the chop saw set up. Been doing some finishing upstairs and a couple things. I need a couple sawhorses. So what I did is I found a plan, well not really a plan, kind of a picture online of some plywood sawhorses. So what I've got here, if this works out, I'll maybe post the dimensions and show you, but basically I've got a chunk of 4x8 sheet of plywood here that I've cut in half. I had to use either half for a ramp. The other ramp will probably use it as the top once we're done. Anyway, so what I'll do is basically cut along the lines here, and it'll be a one piece that'll kind of fold back in itself. So there's handle up here, kind of cut along the edge. It's going to fold out so that it's a sawhorse piece. What I thought was kind of neat about this design here anyways is you got these little kickouts here which correspond to sort of a lock and a hole kind of down here. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead cut this out, and then I've got what have I got? I got a couple brackets that, not brackets, things that I'll mount on here. I guess I had a bit of a loss for the words there. It's been a long day. So these guys right here, hinges, we will mount those. Basically a set will go right in around there. So that piece will fold out, and then this piece in here is going to get another hinge right in here. So I'm going to go ahead cut this out and see how she works. So what I've gone and done here is basically set up a guide here. Just trying to get this thing nice and straight. You know, I mean, the thing with sawhorses, they got 4 legs on the ground. They just end up rocking all over the place anyways. But at least this part will be reasonably straight. So I'll just go ahead now and give this a rip. The squares cut out, so these will basically sit on top of this kick out here. The problem is that, I don't know, I want to make nice you know, sharp cuts through there. I've got some angles through here, so I don't know, I guess that's a combination of form versus function. I'm just gonna have to pick a spot in terms of, you know, where I'm cutting, and just drill a couple small holes along the edge there, and I don't know, sand it out afterwards, whatever, you know, just bunch of sawhorses. It doesn't have to be, you know, it's not fine finishing work, but whatever. You know, I guess alternatively, I could get it in there with a skill saw and actually make some plunge cuts. Kind of get that part going. You know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, so that's basically what I did. I just took the skill saw, just did a couple plunge cuts, basically to get things going. That I think that should kind of get me going. So I'm gonna do the inside piece first and then work my way out. Okay, so I got the first cut out. You can see they're done. Just working my way around with a jigsaw. I mean, it's not the straightest, but I don't know. Whatever, we'll give it a whirl. No, a lot of live action shots here. Not totally set up yet for taping this shit. So, anyways, yeah. Soon we'll get her together. Alright, so I got her cut out here. So what I'm going to do before I kind of take it apart here, I'm just going to put the hinges on just so that the spacing is all right before I pull it apart and have a sort of a shit storm of trying to fit all this thing back together. It'll be interesting to see how this works. I did have the foresight to go ahead and get myself some screws. So we got the screws, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch plywood, so they won't go through and shred your hand on the other side. So we'll screw her up and see what happens here. Okay, not that it really matters, is going to be used for, I don't know, all sorts of stuff, but I mean, really, the goddamn decals, stickers, whatever, from Home Depot, just fucking, you can't get these things off here. Just a mess. That's, exactly what I wanted. I want to make a nice, something nice and neat. Nope, not a chance. There you go. You get some decals on them. So. All right, well, here we go. Moment of truth. We got one hinge on this side, two on the other side, because of the way it should fold out. Nice little grabbing handle here. Let's see how this thing, it should go like this, and then this should go through here like this. It's a tad low. Fuck. Okay, well, we'll have to rejig that. I think we'll be mounting this a tad bit higher to make that work. Anyways, yeah, I don't know, kind of a interesting design here. Alright, we'll have to fucking adjust that. Alright, so here we go, slight modification. A double hinge. Nothing like a double hinge to make shit fly, right? So obviously, it's not gonna work. She's just gonna move all over the place. So what I'll have to do is, I don't know, try and save this one piece. I mean, that's the right distance there. Good for all you guys that go and use, all those, I guess, AutoCAD or whatever they are designs. Probably would have worked better if I had to kind of done a little bit more homework on this piece. Anyway, so what I think I'll do is I'll just take this back piece, get some PL, and glue it, just fill it and glue it back in place, and she'll be stronger than she was before, and then salvage it. So I'll glue that back in, and essentially I think that'll be my template for the other one. And then what I've got a I don't know, maybe I'll show it later anyways, a bit of a board that goes in between, sort of 2x4 datoed out on either side. I was using it as a loading ramp, but I think what I'll end up doing is putting it in between two pieces, and it'll kind of be stabilized on there, and help for putting gyprock up on the roof anyways. It's either that or go get the stilts, or the, rent the gyprock lifter. Why to go all the trouble of renting the right tool when you can make something that's just, half-assed. So anyways, thanks.